As we get older, staying healthy seems to become more of a challenge every year. This is even more true for people who have busy days, like those of us who work in education. Making sure we get enough sleep when we're staying up late grading, trying to eat healthy when we're running out the door early in the morning, and trying to stay on top of whatever underlying health conditions we might have is almost too much for one person to do on their own. This is where we can leverage the power of AI. Take Care is a powerful all-in-one health tracker, but its real magic happens behind the scenes. By simply logging your daily life, what you eat, how you sleep, your activity, and your symptom levels, Take Care's intelligent AI begins to connect the dots for you. In as little as a week, Take Care can start to uncover patterns you'd never see on your own. You can become your own health detective. With Take Care, you can discover hidden triggers in your life. Like, could that midday fatigue be linked to the sugar in your morning coffee? You can use its smart meal analysis so you're not just counting calories. You can start to understand your food. And detailed nutritional breakdowns will actually suggest healthier alternatives that fit your taste. Bring easy-to-read Take Care data with you to your doctor's appointments to optimize your visits. You can even sync your smartwatch to track everything in one place. Plus, if you have any specific health questions, Carrie, your Take Care personal health assistant, will provide you with safe, contextual, and personalized guidance. Download the Take Care AI app on the Apple Store or get it on Google Play. And now, on with the show. For this last summer school episode of Lessons We Forgot, we're going back to December of 2024 and one of the very first episodes of the podcast. This one was all about knowing where you fit in and playing your role in whatever group you're a part of. But whatever you do to make your team better, that might not be the same thing year to year or even week to week. If you're new to the group, you might be doing more listening than talking, or maybe new ideas are what you bring to the table. If you're more experienced, you might be playing a leadership role right now, but there will come a time when you need to pass the reins to the next generation on your team. Some of you might change roles on a daily basis depending on what is needed at the time. It reminds me of a job I had in high school at one of those really popular sandwich franchises. The role I played during the lunch rush was basically expediting the rest of the crew. So when they needed more bread, cheese, cold cuts, or veggies, I was the guy to make sure they had it before they ran out. A customer wants a cookie or a soup? Yep, that's my job too. I think most successful groups have someone like this, a person who can play whatever role is necessary to get the job done. Maybe that person is you. But no matter what you do for your team right now, keep in mind that it is not a permanent position. You probably won't know when it's going to happen, but you might need to step up, fill in, or even take a more supportive role at times. This is the summer series of Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Live Music. One of the many reasons live music is superior to the recorded version is that you get to see the interaction between the members of the band while they play. Without saying a word, they can communicate detailed information to one another. Yeah, they already worked out the set list well before the gig, but the lead singer knows how to stall and work the crowd when one of the guitars needs to be tuned. The drummer sees he needs to hold back a bit when the bass player decides to do an impromptu solo. With a glance, the band knows they're skipping one of their regular songs because the singer is not hitting those high notes tonight. Each member of the band has a very specific role to play, and without any one of them, the music would be lacking something. The best bands find a way to fit the talents of each musician into something much greater than the individual parts. What they create is almost magical. Each member of the band makes the other members better, and when they're all feeling it at the same time, not only is the band elevated, but so is everyone else lucky enough to see them and hear them. Being a part of a school is not all that different from being in a band. We have a wide variety of talents, and we're trying to find our own roles. Sometimes we take center stage, other times we're backing up someone else, or other times we're just keeping the beat. Regardless of your particular skills, you are an important member of your school. So, which member of the band are you? Are you out front firing up the crowd, making sure our audience is as excited to be here as they can be? Do you express what the rest of us are just thinking and feeling, making everyone feel like you are speaking directly to them? If you're the lead singer type, you probably get a lot of praise after we put in a good performance, but you probably also take a lot of heat when things get a little out of sync. We need people like you. Do you put in hard work every day keeping the beat, making sure no matter what else might be going on, no matter how lost we might get, the rest of us can rely on you to guide us back home? If you're the drummer type, you probably love routine and consistency. You make sure the rest of us are keeping pace. While others might be all about flair, you take pride in your consistency and reliability. We need people like you. Are you more avant-garde than the average bear? If that's true, you probably don't just want to do this job, you want to make it your own. Do you see directives from your bosses as suggestions? Maybe for you, getting it right is way more important than following somebody else's plan. If you are the lead guitarist type, teaching is probably way more art than science for you. Curriculum and pasting guides be damned. You put your heart and soul into teaching, and you are unapologetically true to yourself. We need people like you. Is your role a little misunderstood? Does the general public not really get what you do? Would it take a while to actually explain to those not in the know how important what you do is for the rest of us? If you are the bassist type, you probably make the rest of us sound and feel a whole lot better every time we get together. What you do complements what everyone else is doing and ties us all together. At first glance, your job might seem simple, but no one else probably knows just how much you do and how important you really are. Without you, we'd have no harmony, we'd have no rhythm, we'd have no groove. We need people like you. Unlike a band who gets to rehearse over and over again before they perform, a lot of times we just have to wing it here at school. We're asked to perform songs we're just learning in front of audiences who are already asking for a refund. We have to be ready for key changes, inclement weather, and technical difficulties while we perform. But somehow we always find a way to make it work. I'm the first to admit that we can get pretty out of tune from time to time, and we can't ever seem to all agree on the best set list. But when we focus on our purpose for being here, which is to make music together, and let that lead the way, we are always going to rock. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and you can follow the show or message Lessons We Forgot on Facebook. Either way, I'd love to hear from you and welcome you to our community. If you really enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, I post new episodes on Sunday nights. Make sure you subscribe to follow the show on whatever podcast platform you use. And when you rate the show, like an episode, or leave a comment, we can reach even more listeners. If you hate ads just like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot, and for only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. You can try that out right now for free to see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.